Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the rec center again, and I just got back from watching the movie Godzilla Minus One. I want to just give a quick review about that, and with my wife. It's in Japanese with English subtitles. It's very well done, but I must say, normally I'm not much of a monster movie type of guy, and I can't speak for the previous Godzillas, but this one really had some good messages in it and some kind of meaningful yes, subplots, and I highly recommend it. I speak Japanese and spoke it for, 40, about over 40 years. But some of the guttural army language, I can't hear very well, and they don't talk they kind of talk in there very guttural, so I had to occasionally refer to the subtitles myself. But and then I just want, before the very beginning, I just want to say something about the title. I'm not sure about this. It's called Minus One, and in Japan, I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but one thing is called Minus One in Japan. You know those jazz records that you've got the drums, bass, and piano, and then you add your instrument. You add your instrument to play the melody. Well, those are called Minus One records in Japan. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Minus One. And taking from the plot, I think maybe that might play something into it, because one great message I really liked about it, it's really apolitical. The movie is apolitical, but it does, the Godzilla monster is the representation of colossal evil in the world. And in the movie they said, we can't rely on the American government, we can't rely on the Japanese government to conquer this monster. Us citizens have to take the bull by the horns and do it ourselves. And essentially that's what happens in the movie. I thought, oh wow, that is a good message, and possibly hence the title Minus One. In other words, you add the missing ingredient. The citizens add the missing ingredient. You bring your instrument and play the melody. So I haven't heard anything about this. This is my thoughts only. So you can maybe look it up and see if it holds any water. But I'm telling you, it's you know, like I say, these type of I mean, normally in America we think these, you know, I don't know, maybe you do, maybe it's only me, but a mindless, you know, monster movie is kind of what I expected, and I went seeing all these underlying messages, and you know, I'm not one to enjoy reading subtitles, and I speak Japanese, so you know, for the most part I didn't have to. But I tell you, go see it if you are at all inclined, and see if you see the same messages in the movie that I see. There's a lot of reference to some subtle references, I should say, to the dropping of the atomic bomb in Japan. And it's kind of like almost a analog for Godzilla. I mean, that's one. Kind of the deep state, the evil governments, and the regular citizens kind of have to tackle the beast. And in the end, I think it was some Japanese warships and things came to help in the end as well. Came to help in the end, but I don't know. Watch it and see what you think. I thought it was a great movie for those reasons. I mean, it's normally not my cup of tea type of movie, but I highly recommend you go see it. And let's see what else I was going to say about it. Oh yeah, so yeah, it actually choked me out. It's very not anti-woke. It's just not a woke. It's not a woke film. It's kind of so you can rest assured that you're not gonna get that BS. Although all the previews they showed, most of those were just so woke. I was just going, oh my heavens. Oh, no wonder I don't go see any movies. This is the first movie I've seen in, I don't know, a long time, several years, I think. LA Story or Hollywood, what was that? LA Story or Hollywood, La La Land, I think was probably the last movie I went to. And that was the first movie I went to in multiple years. So I don't see a lot of movies. I mean, I typically, I'll watch movies I like, usually movies I've seen before on Netflix and or somebody's recommendation. I'll take somebody's recommendation, I'll watch it, but normally without a recommendation, I'll not go to see any movies. But so yeah, this one choked me up, and had some beautiful music in it. My wife said even they reprised some of the original music from the Godzilla movies that frightened her as a little girl, and you know, it kind of thrilled her as a little girl. So it's nice for her to have that kind of reminiscence through this movie. But see if you agree with me. I would love to hear your comments on it. But anyways, I got just a few minutes more walk before I gotta get back to work. So I'll sign off, and thank you for listening. Bye-bye.